Hey everybody, this is Dirty Mike D with Fat Guy Gaming, and thought I'd, from one of my first streams coming back from a long layoff, just got my room kind of set up, still got to get my green screen going. Thought I'd go ahead and give a quick tutorial about a game I really love that's from the 90s, one of the first MMOs ever, Meridian 59, and it's a game that doesn't really hold your hand or show you much. There's a lot of info out there at Gilroy's 59. If you were to Google Gilroy's 59 Meridian, you would find a wealth of knowledge. Probably everything there is about the game's on there. Some great forums to show you other things. People that know a lot more about the game on there. People that have delved the stats a lot. I'm not that guy. I more start a character, get as far as I can, get PK'd, try to kill PKs. Never really got into PKing, which is player killing. But the game's pretty much all about building up your skills, fighting mobs, and really in the end it comes to skills and player versus player combat a lot. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and cut scene and log in so you don't see my login information. But when you download the game either off Steam, it's a new game on Steam, or off their main site and start your character, or start your account, this is what'll come up when you start the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut scene, log into the character creation screen, and go from there. So after you put in your password and stuff, you'll come to this screen. Uh, Character select screen. You can have two characters. This is an old character from probably 2000. I don't know. Been a long time. Nothing on him. I'm going to go ahead and select new character. And the first thing that comes up is name. Oh, let's see here. I didn't even think of a name beforehand. I'll just go ahead and do with something Hammer Stream. Simple name. Nothing big. You can type a character description here. A lot of people get pretty graphic with things. Some people don't put anything and end up putting like stats and stuff on there, or things they just don't want to forget. I'm not going to put anything. Well, maybe I'll just put starting streaming character for tutorial purposes. Please don't PK, or please do. Up to you. There we go. Appearances, not a lot to choose from, but I mean, you can do a lot. Male, hair, a few different hairstyles. You know, I'll probably just go bald and get pretty dark with them, pretty light with them. Doesn't matter too much. Since I don't have hair color doesn't matter. But I'll show you. Sorry about that. Thought I had that on silent. I'll show you guys a few of the hair colors you can choose from. I usually, if I do hair, I like to do red. That's just me. Eyes, you can have an eye patch, some sad eyes, some happy eyes, noses, a broken nose, mouth, you can have different mouths. Nothing big. Same thing, females. So here's what matters though. Statistics. You're gonna wanna probably browse Gilroy's and see what kind of statistics you're gonna want, because these are kind of gonna matter a lot as to how far you get in the game. Your might's going to be how hard you hit things, how much you can carry, how much spell components you can carry. There's a few spells and a few things in game that can make this go up or down. Super strength, I think, whenever it's maxed out, gives you plus 10. If you want to plan for that, that's one thing. There's a steel torque. I forget how much it gives you. I've got one on a character. It's not an awful lot, maybe 5 or so, but it's rare. It's not that easy to get. Your intellect's pretty important. Pure fighter, you might want to just do one. If you want to learn a whole bunch of spell schools, and once again, there's stats on how many schools you can learn with what intellect. This is going to control. Stamina is going to be, if I remember correctly, how fast you get you gain hit points, and what your max cap on hit points might be. There's soft caps, there's hard caps. Once you get to the soft cap, it becomes really hard to get more hit points. Once again, I'm not really good on the specifics of this stuff. It's been a long time since I've been deep into this game. It's not something you want to chintz on. Your agility is going to be how fast you learn certain fighting skills. How good you dodge, how good you block, things of that nature. How often you hit probably is more based on aim, but I think agility might have something to do with it. Don't quote me on that. You've got some mysticism. This is really important for your spells. Schools like Farron, which is a damage dealing school with both short and long range, like Fireball, Lightning Bolt. Shalil is a healing school and good karma school. I'll go over karma later. Core is kind of evil and more player versus player oriented. I'll go over, like I said, karma a little bit later. Maybe it'll be in this tutorial. Maybe it'll be in a different one. I don't know yet. Aim. If you're going to be a fighter, if you're going to do bow skills, it's painful to do with one aim. I've done it, and I wanted to pull my hair out. I like to have at least 25 aim on any character. That's just me. There's a few suggestions for newcomers. You can just click these, and you can see how it sort of automatically puts it in there. Mage, 50 stamina. Because stamina is important. It doesn't matter whether you're a mage or a warrior. Stamina is important. Agility goes down for mages. The aim's not quite as important because you're probably not going to use a bow. Or if you are, you're not going to try to go for archery. Warrior, you'll see they take aim all the way up, might all the way up. Me personally, I don't. I take it to 40 because you're going to do the warrior-based spells in Chronon. That's how I say it. Other people say it different. Anyway, that's going to get your super strength. I don't know how much more than 50 strength helps. It probably does with carrying stuff, but I don't know if it matters with damage. That's something that I'll have to look up in the forums a little better. So anyway, I'm just going to click hybrids so that when we do this, get into actually doing stuff, you can. I have a little bit of chance to use some spells so you can see it. Spells and skills, you have 45 points to use up, and it kind of tells you how much each one costs. Skills, same thing. Same pool of spells and skills. Me personally, I always do mace fighting, slash, and block. And then, just for the purposes of this one, I normally wouldn't pick a spell to go with this because I like to focus on one other thing, but I want you guys to be able to see some spells here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a spell anyway. We'll go with a level 1 Farron attack spell, Zap, just so that you can see what reagents do and how fighting with spells kind of works in the game. Hit OK. It says I have 5 skill points. There's nothing that costs 5. I'm going to go ahead and waste them. And I'm in. Let me make sure this music isn't too loud for the stream. I'll take it down a little bit. There we go. Take the music down a little bit so you don't have to hear it. So here I am. Started off in a little town called at the Raza Inn. First thing I'm going to do is change a few preferences because I do not like... Well... Better look at them. I do not like the starting off preferences at all. So I'm going to go ahead and change these because I like to use my arrow buttons. I like to slide with that, slide with that. Keep that the same. I like to look up with page up, look down with page down, look straight with home. I like to flip, which makes you do a 180 with end. These are all just things that I like to do. I'm sure there's people that like everything totally different, and it's up to you. You'll have to play with it.
Is that accidental, or were you trying to quote TLC on purpose?
Bar. I don't even understand the reference.
What else uses spacebar? What else? Doesn't matter. I like that's how I like it. So we're just gonna go with that. Hit OK. Now you have to restart Meridian to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and black out my screen for just a second while I restart so that my stuff's correct. So give me 2 seconds here. Alright, I'll come back to live. Alright, let's see here. Does that make sense? Oh, that is much better. I can move again. Alright, so Raza. Go over here, look at a few things. This bar right here will show you your different stats and things. The one that you really care about here, and you'll be looking at quite a bit, is your karma. If you kill good creatures, your karma will go negative. If you kill bad creatures, your karma goes positive. Sometimes it might not matter. If you decide to be Shalil or Core, it matters. Because you can't use your spells if you don't have the right karma value. If you're evil and you have good karma, your spells won't work. If you're good and you have bad karma, your spells won't work. Right now, I pick neutral stuff so that it wouldn't matter and impact us. I'm going to go ahead and go with it. Raza, nice little place. Marcus here. Can I even buy stuff from Marcus? It's been a long time since I've been in Raza. See? Type in buy. Nope. He's got nothing. They got little signs here set up. They'll kind of go over some stuff. This sign doesn't really apply to us because I just changed my stuff. But if you don't change your stuff, that sign's going to matter to you. I'll go ahead and go to this door, press my space bar and get out of it. Am I not going to press my space bar and get out of it? That's embarrassing. Alright, what else is using spacebar? Attack. See? That would have mattered. I attack with the S button. Now I have to restart the game again. We would have gone out there and not been able to attack. Good news is I tried to attack that door. Alright, let's see if we can get through the door this time. There we go. Through the door. Sound value is pretty loud. We're gonna go ahead and take that sound volume down. It's gonna be very hard to stream with that going on. There we go. That's better. Hey, this guy's talking to us. Check out my stream on new players. Twitch.tv/PSYAZ01 or Facebook at Fat Guy Gaming. Alright. So, I could sit here and talk to this guy. I would like to help him out, but since I got this stream going, I'm going to sort of just go on and keep on moving around. So, Raza is a lobby town. You're not going to be able to be PK'd. You can die if you go into the mausoleum and fight mummies and die, but for the most part, it's a good place to get up to level 25. And to do that, you're going to want to go to your inventory. They start you out with a mace. Double click it. You'll see it pop up right here. Good old trusty ball with spikes. And we are going to go find the mausoleum and get into some combat right off. It's on the east side of town. Isn't it? Maybe it's not on the east side of town. No, it's right there. Right here. North east side of town. There we go. Oh look, they put a chest here. With some leather armor. I'm going to go ahead and grab it because some armor is better than no armor. Double click it, put it on. If right up here where your guy is, if you right click it, you'll see a little paper doll of your guy and you'll see you got it on. This is also where you can change your description. Put a web page in here. I'm going to go ahead and put twitch.tv/PSYAZ01. Maybe that'll help people find the stream. And I'm going to pop in here. Now I'm in the mosque. Mausoleum, however you say it. They've done a good thing here, and they've got the map all made out for you already. A lot of times you'll come into a new zone, and you have to go around and fill out the map yourself. You use the plus and minus buttons here to make it smaller or bigger. Your guy's always running unless you hit the shift button and it slows down. So let's just go find a red dot. Red dots are enemies. There's one right there. And I'm going to just walk up to him. Hit the S button, which is what I have mapped to my attack. And start beating on him. You'll immediately see the blue and red text. Hit the G button to pick that up. And back up and try to explain some stuff. Text here. Slightly. There's 5 stages. Slightly, clearly, seriously, weaken near death, and then death. You've killed it. So I guess there's 4 stages in death. Whatever. I can't count. They give you cues to how hard you're hitting it. The mummy staggers backwards. That means I'm hitting him pretty hard. So let's go ahead and start wailing on this guy. There we go. Killed him. Picked that up. Got some edible mushrooms. Those are good for getting your stamina up, which is this blast bar right here with the little lightning bolt. You want to keep that up as much as you can. That's how fast you get your hit points back during and after combat, how long you can run, and how fast, I think it affects how fast you get your mana back too, which is the middle bar, which is your magic. So, speaking of mana, we're going to go ahead and right-click on this Zap spell. Says it requires blue mushrooms to cast. Well, I just happen to have 5 of them. Let's go ahead and unequip this mace. Cast that. Your sparks jump from your fingertips, and you'll see underneath your little face, there it is, this little zap icon. Then you just go up and attack without a weapon, and you're zapping him. As you can see, it hits pretty hard too on these mummies. Different monsters, it's going to have different effects. Some it won't hit at all. Hardly. Do almost no damage. So we're going to go ahead and attack these things with just our zap for a second. See if we can get an improve. Go ahead and just keep on swinging. When it goes away, it'll give you a message. That thing will drop out, and you'll have to recast it. Now, every time you swing, there's a chance it will improve. That chance of improves based somewhat on environmental where you are. Some spells do better in the open. Some spells do better in dark places. It's also based on my intellect. It's based on what monster you're fighting. So there's a lot of factors that go into how fast things improve. At this low level, it's not going to matter too much. We're just going to keep swinging until we get an improve. When I say improve, there's these percents next to your skill. 14%, that's out of 99. As that number goes up, the damage of that spell is going to go up. Other spells, it might affect the duration and effect. But this is a touch spell, so it's going to affect the damage. This is also how you get tougher. How you get more hit points. Give me 1 second. I have not shared this to the Meridian 59 site, and I want as many people to be able to have access to this video as possible because I think it might help people out. So give me 2 seconds here. I'm just gonna jump on my Facebook and hit the share button as fast as I can. And make it public. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so, see it says your fingers are no longer charged with electrical power. The little icon underneath my guy went away. That means if I go try to zap this guy with my spell, with no weapon, I'm just going to punch him. No good. No good. We'll go ahead and recast zap. Oop, failed. Oop, failed. Well, so that's the other thing. That percent's going to make you less likely to fail when you go to cast it. So getting your percents up is real important. It's part of the grind of the game. We'll just keep on chugging along here. Ooh, look, someone else is down here fighting. We'll grab all this stuff. Kind of poke our way around this mausoleum. Nothing going on here. A lot of reds are dead. I'm not going to stay here till 25 hit points. I'm going to go ahead and, once I show you this... oh, there we go. So I started with 20 hit points. Killed a few of these guys. And it gives me the sound and the text prompt. You suddenly feel a little tougher. That means I gained a hit points permanently. So now I got 21 hit points. And as a bonus to getting that, they max out your vigor, which is really nice. So I'm going to kill a couple more, just so you sort of get the idea here. And because I haven't got a percent improve in zap yet, and that bothers me. And then I'll show you how to get out of the starting area, which I do not suggest doing until you get 25 hit points and a few spells or skills leveled up. But we're going to do it for this tutorial just to show you how to get out of here, what the mainland looks like. There it is. 2 in a row. And it went away. So you see here, I'm going to go ahead and back out of this guy so that the prompt doesn't go away. See, it says you have improved in the art of zap. You have improved in the art of zap. There you go, zap. It went from 14 to 16. I don't know if that's going to affect a ton, but by recasting it, it will now have the 16% stats, which, like I said, it may not be much, but we're going to go ahead and hit these guys and see what happens anyway. Ah, another improve. Someone just broadcasted, I think it was Hypo. Sometimes it takes a while to get your touch spell improves going. And just like he said, the first 2 happened, and now I've just got another one, and I bet it just keeps on rolling. See, there's another one. So this guy dropped a weapon. I don't just, if you hit the G button, it'll pick it up. I don't just pick up certain weapons because they could be cursed. I don't know if they have cursed weapons in the starter zone, but if you right click on it and look at it, if it doesn't have if it just says this, you're fine. If it says there's something off about it and you can't put your finger on it, that means it's either magical or it's cursed. Cursed weapon, it's going to be stuck on you till you break it or you get someone to remove it. Magical weapon, someone will have to ID it for you. Now, here we go. So now that I've showed you a couple improves, I've got a hit point. I can't be PK'd, I can't be killed until I'm at least 30 hit points, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the mainland just so you guys can see it. This isn't going to be a character I keep, so not a big deal. Exit out of there. At first glance, it seems quite ordinary, but there's something odd about it you can't put your finger on. That's what the weapon description will say if it's either cursed or magical. Thanks, Hype. So, unless they've changed anything, to exit Raza, you need to go to the Grand Museum, which is in the northeast section of town. If you mouse over it on the map, it even says Grand Museum of Raza, tutorial, exit inside. Go on in. There's a few plaques around to read. It'll help you out. They're part of the main game tutorial. Some of it's just informational. You can read it when you get going. I'm not going to read it. Sit here and read them to you, just because there's a lot of them. But if you go around this metal dais, there's a portal. Click it. It says entering this portal strips you of your training gear, brings you to the mainland of Meridian 59, never to return. When I go through here, it's going to randomly select a hometown for me to go to. It won't pick, I don't believe it picks toss. I can't remember if that's an option. 90% of the time I end up with freaking jasper. But we'll see where it takes us. So in order to exit, you just kind of walk into it. It'll say, are you sure you want to do this? And then I'm just going to walk into it again. And bam. I can't go back there. You cannot go back to that starting town once you leave. I urge you to stay till 25 hit points and get your skills as high as you can. So now I'm in Cornoff, Cabillio Creek. As you can see, there's parts of my map that aren't filled out, and as I move around, the lines will fill out on the map, and that's how you figure out map dimensions and where you're going. I'll go ahead and exit this inn. This inn is a safe place to log. If you log here, you exit the game here, you won't have any penalties. There's only a few places that are safe to log out. Inns in the towns, and then adventure halls. There's an adventure hall here in Cornoff down this way. Is this the adventure hall? No. It's over here. So here's the adventure hall. You can log here. It's safe to log here. There's a globe in the adventurers hall that you can post things on and see other people's posts and all the drama going on, or sometimes good stuff. Also, in all the inns, there's a globe for the designers, and if you read that, where is it at? There it is. It'll tell you updates that have come up, tournaments, things of that nature. You cannot post on here. Well, that's how you start your character. It's a little bit of information. I don't know if it's going to help anybody. I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes and just run around with this character. I'll keep the stream going. I'll keep talking, but if there's anything you want to know, go ahead and comment. I'll actually pop up my Facebook comments because people could be commenting on there and I'm not seeing it. Like I said, I'm just getting my stream back going here, so, and I added a computer instead of streaming from my laptop, so not everything's set up perfectly yet. Sorry, yeah, people have been talking. I didn't have it going. Sorry, I didn't have chat shown here now. Now maybe I can watch the chat a little bit. See if people are asking me questions on Facebook. That's my fault, guys. For some reason, none of my Twitch chat... I'm on Twitch also. None of my Twitch chat or my Facebook chat seems to be coming over on my stuff, so... Here I am. I've gone a couple screens over. I'm going to go to Toss, which is kind of the main city that everyone congregates in. Go down here. I'll show you a little bit more of the map filling out. See, as I move around here, map fills out a little bit better. There's a guardsman. There's a couple players. You'll notice this guy's name, Uncle Jimbo. He's got a white name. That means he is an innocent. He has not killed anybody. Well, no white players. If you hit a white player, your name will go orange, so everybody knows you've attacked somebody who is an innocent. There's another noob. Here's Toss. Once again, you'll see I don't have a lot of this filled out on this computer. Go ahead and go into the inn, fill that out a little bit. Go around here and toss. You've got a bank here. Go in here and say certain commands like balance, withdraw, deposit, and give this guy your money. I'm not giving him any of my money. Another adventurer's hall. Also, to note, there's a big arena here. And if you'd like to go in there and fight a friend or just get some combat experience, it's a good place to go. A lot of fun. Sometimes they have tournaments. Gonna go back to the main area here. I think I'll go outside here. Oh, so I got to keep all my starter gear, which the game says you don't get to. I'm happy about it. It's another reason maybe to stay and fight a little longer. You can build up some gear. Bunch of giant rats here. We're going to go ahead and, whichever one's aggroed on me, I'm going to go ahead and kill him. There we go. For me, my right bracket targets the nearest enemy. So I'm going to target this guy so I don't accidentally aggro another one and get to swinging. Karma's at 0. Rats are evil. Karma goes to 1 when I killed the rat. I believe the max you can get from rats are plus 10 karma. Bill, thanks for the offer of help. Now we're just gonna keep muddling around. So, at some point here, I'm going to show you guys the awesome event called Death. So, Death used to be pretty painful in this game. When you died, everything you have would hit the ground, right where you're at. It doesn't matter what. Now, being less than 30 hit points, I don't know if that's still the issue. I could die and all this could go with me until I hit 30 hit points, and then I start taking the death. Or it could all drop and be the same. Hopefully it all drops, but we'll see. A lot of rats, though. Alright, so that guy killed my rat, which means he got all the stuff from it. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and show everybody what happens when you die. This death is on purpose for tutorial reasons. I'll go ahead and announce it. That way, whatever. And there's no trolls or groundworms. How about that? Death. Yep. Go find us a troll to kill us. Or you know what? We'll just let a whole bunch of rats hit us. Let's hit this one. Hit this one. Take off our armor. Get these guys beat on us and take this death like a man. 7. 5. 2. Here we go. And we are dead. So, Underworld. And unfortunately, it doesn't drop all my stuff to the ground like it used to. I guess there's not as many penalties for death anymore until you hit 30 hit points. But anyway, you come to the Underworld here. Nice place. Normally you'll have nothing left. And you'd have to go through this portal here. Now if you go to the portal and look at it, it'll tell you, if you go through it at that instance, where you're going to go. I know that the Limping Toad Inn and Tavern is in Meridian, and that's not where I'm wanting to go. This one is in Barloak. I'm trying to find Toss. Familiars, that's it. Go. Did we make it? We did. So, there we go. I'm right here in Toss, and I'm going to rest for a second so that I don't die right away, and I'll go outside and you'll see my dead body on the ground. Alright, we'll go ahead and put our armor back on just in case something takes a swing at us when we go out. Go back out here, and there's my body by those rats over there. The dead body of Hammerstream, quickly decomposing in the living air of Meridian. We're not going to die again on purpose. It's just annoying to everybody. Normally you'd run there though and get your stuff back from your body before everybody loots it. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and end this tutorial stream here because I've already given out quite a bit of information, and without a few hours of work, I don't think it's going to be useful to do this character anymore. I'll pop on a different character that's more built, maybe in a day or so, and we'll see about doing another stream on maybe a node search or something. I just saw a red guy. Look. Alright, there's a red guy. PK'er. This guy actually PK'd my main earlier. I think it was yesterday. Been so long since I played, he started attacking me. I didn't know what to do. I just sort of ran and let him fireball me to death. So, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thanks a lot. Check me out if you like it. Like me on Facebook, Fat Guy Gaming. Or check me out at twitch.tv/PSYAZ01. Hit a like, hit a follow. Just watch my video. I'll have this one up and hopefully post it to a few places, and maybe it'll help some other noob. Take it easy.